Hi everybody, it's Matt Carter here. Welcome to today's coaching webinar. I'm really excited about what we're going to be covering today. I've got some good friends with me today on the webinar, Matt Clark and Jason Katzenbach. These guys have got quite an incredible story, and you're going to hear all about it in just a moment. You're going to hear from both Jason and Matt. But before I get them on the line, I just want to take a quick moment to give you a bit of an intro about what we'll be covering today and why I'm personally so excited about it. Jason and Matt make $100,000 profit a month selling real physical products on Amazon. If you've never heard of this before, then you're in for a real treat because the opportunity to do this right now is just absolutely massive, and it's early days, so you're in the right place at the right time. So essentially, what you'll be learning is how you can sell your own products on Amazon. So you'll be partnering with Amazon, which is the biggest buyer marketplace in the whole world. So it's an incredible opportunity. You're going to get all the steps on exactly how to do this. Matt Clark's going to show you how to choose products that this model will work for and give you the tools and the steps on how to get traffic to that product in Amazon and get it selling. It's a very exciting business model. It's very new and fresh. And I just want to add that I personally do this because Matt and Jason got me into this probably about 5 months ago. And I've got products in Amazon selling, working, and I'm adding more products all the time. I'm really excited about it because I've got new revenue streams that are working for me, and it really wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. Once you get a product into Amazon and follow the system, which you're about to hear about on this webinar, it really just takes off. So it's a great opportunity. I want you guys to really get the most out of this webinar. So clear away any distractions. Take some notes because the stuff you're going to learn on this webinar really does work. It's proven to work. All practical advice. So you're in for a treat. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce Jason Katzenbach first. He's going to jump on real quick and just introduce himself and tell you a little bit about his journey on selling on Amazon because he's got quite a story too. And then Matt Clark will be coming on after him to take us through the whole selling on Amazon process. So Jason, you there, mate?
I am.
Great. I'm going to hand over to you now. Thanks very much for taking the time to come and coach people on my email list. I really appreciate that, and I'll let you take it away.
All right, cool. And thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. You know, I'm going to keep this real quick and simple, but the reason why I want to just speak for a few moments is because I want to make sure that you guys really understand how valuable this training is you're about to get. Now, if you've heard my name before, you'd know that I used to be really big in affiliate marketing, and I did a lot of website traffic training, and I was, you know, affiliate marketing was my main bread and butter. And a couple of years ago, I ended up meeting up with Matt in this mastermind group that we became part of, and I was introduced to this young guy that was, you know, just killing it on Amazon. And from the way that my mind worked at that time, I was just making the assumption that he was doing affiliate marketing. And when he showed me how his business model actually was with selling physical products, you know, my jaw dropped because I made all these assumptions that, no, you have to be like a big manufacturer or something to be doing this. And he showed me, no, it was a lot easier than that. And what got me also at that moment was he was so willing to share everything. He absolutely didn't hide anything, wasn't like, oh, I can't reveal that. And I called him on that because I was asking him about the whole competition thing. And, you know, not meaning to mock me, I'm sure, but he kind of laughed at me, and he was just, you know, basically saying that Amazon is so huge and growing so much, there's no way that he could create enough competition. Now, first of all, like, you're going to learn some tremendous things in here, but the important thing to understand about that is since that conversation with Matt, my entire business model has been revolutionized. I've totally changed what I focus on. I personally do not focus on affiliate marketing at all anymore. I focus 100% of my energy on selling products on Amazon, and I make way more money now than I ever did. It's an incredible business opportunity and it's revolutionized how I've done everything with my own business. And it's so easy. It seems a lot more complicated at first, but it is so easy once you get into it. And you've heard from Matt himself, Matt Carter, saying how he's doing it now, and he said the exact same thing. I want to rest assure you this is an extremely lucrative opportunity. This is a real business, and the training you're about to get is, you know, bar none, in my opinion, the thing to be looking at right now. And Amazon is just growing bigger and bigger and bigger. As you know, reference, I make, you know, I've made already in the first 9 months of this year alone over $1.2 million. You get a gross profit, a net profit of over 50% with that, and it's such an amazing business to be running. So without any further ado, I just wanted to introduce myself and give you the opportunity to understand why I think this is such an amazing time. And without any further ado, I'm going to hand over to Matt Clark.
Thank you very much, Jason. So yeah, everybody, welcome to the call. I'm excited that you listen to this and you get to hear this, because this is not going to be a bunch of fluff or a bunch of theory or stuff I read in blogs or any of that sort of stuff. This is real actionable information about how to build a business using Amazon. This sort of information is really not available anywhere else, and just get ready, take notes, pull out a pen and pad, or pull out your computer to take more notes on your computer if that's how you want to do it. But either way, this is going to be some information you're going to want to take down. So, without wasting any more time, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So in the next 60 minutes, we're going to open your eyes about the biggest opportunity on the internet. How big, you might be wondering? First off, here are my results from just this year, 2013. $2.8 million in revenue this year, and that's at about a 50% profit margin. And here's Jason. Jason has not sold any physical products before about 9-10 months ago. He's not been doing this for even a year, and these are the different brands that he sells, and he's done over $1.2 million in revenue this year, 2013, after less than 12 months on Amazon. And about half or a little bit more of that is pure profit that goes into his pocket. So this webinar is going to contain private information never been revealed before. Strategies working right now on Amazon. This isn't stuff that worked 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and isn't working anymore. This is the most current, up-to-date strategies for building a very lucrative business with Amazon that works right now. You can literally go out and do this stuff today. And I'm going to provide you a blueprint for you to build this business for yourself. So here's how to get maximum value. First off, you're going to want to stop multitasking. Don't be listening to this webinar and then also over there chatting on Facebook or chatting on Skype. First off, it may mess up the quality of your experience listening to this, but also you're not going to be able to focus on the real value here. You signed up for this, you're watching this for a reason. Trust me, you want to get everything out of it you possibly can. And like I said, get ready to take notes. And then ask questions. Go ahead and start pumping questions into the GoToWebinar control panel. And then think about why you're here. Why do you want this information? Because this is what's going to help you laser focus and pull the most valuable information out of this webinar. Are you wanting to replace an income you have from a job? You want to go out there and do your own thing? We recently had a story from somebody who lives in Sweden, and she was able just to quit her government job that she had had for 20 years, working 9-10 hours a day, because she built this business for herself. So think about why you're here. Do you want to build a big, massive business? Do you want to replace an income? Think about what your main goal is, and that's what's going to help you really pull out the most valuable information. So a little bit about the agenda. First off, we're going to cover the myth of digital product profits, why I shut down my online store, and why Jason quit affiliate marketing. Never before seen opportunity with Amazon, the only lucrative Amazon business, not Kindle. The Amazon traffic loophole, 3 years of testing revealed, and the roadmap to becoming an Amazon millionaire. So get ready to take notes. We're going to jump right in. This is not stuff you'll find in a blog post, in an ebook, or at a conference. We've taught this just to a select group of successful entrepreneurs who dove into this business model under our guidance to build amazing businesses they're proud of. Now we're going to share with you the most incredible opportunity to build a real business online. So quick question. Why did creating ebooks and digital products become so popular? Automation and high profit margins. Big problem though. You need traffic to sell digital products. Traffic costs money, so much for your high margin selling digital stuff. Or it takes a lot of time, going out there and pumping out content all day long. So much for the freedom of selling digital products. And there's no pre-existing demand. So okay, Matt, if not digital products, then what do I sell? You sell what drives the world's economies to the tune of about $1.2 trillion a year. Real physical products. Why most people don't sell real physical products. They don't know what product to sell. They don't know how to quickly find suppliers. They don't know how to get zero risk traffic. They don't know how high profit margins can be with physical products, sometimes way higher than digital products. And they don't know how to build a physical product business on autopilot. This actually didn't even used to be possible until recently. And it's too much work, which actually used to be true. So here's the old model of selling physical products online. First off, you had to go out and set up your online store. You went over and bought yourself an e-commerce platform and started building out products and that sort of thing on your online store. Then you had to start worrying about and setting up security, fraud, customer service, order processing, your SSL, doing PPC to get some level of traffic or SEO. Then you have to worry about site maintenance, programming, analytics, payment processing, all this sort of stuff. And then, oh yeah, you actually have to ship physical products. So you have to get a warehouse. You have to worry about theft, inventory stocking, shipping staff, warehouse rent, packaging, shipping, etc. And then you are stuck in the middle of this big, massive mess just trying to build a business. So here's the new model of selling physical products online. Things are very different now. Now, once again, all you have to worry about are two things: marketing and inventory reordering. That is your entire focus of building this business. How do you get everything else done that I just mentioned in the slide before this? Amazon will do all of it for you for very inexpensively. They'll worry about fraud, SSL, inventory stocking, packaging, warehouse, shipping boxes and shipping supplies, customer service even, security, all that stuff they'll take care of for you. Never before have entrepreneurs been able to start and run physical product selling businesses with such limited resources, yet such incredible scalability. Amazon did $61 billion in revenue last year. A large part of that came from people like you and I and Jason and Matt selling products on their site. They have massive infrastructure and resources they let you leverage for very low cost, cheaper than you can get it just about anywhere else. So here's why I shut down my online store, a business I started about 4 years ago. So I started selling online about 4 years ago. Ramped up that business to about $2 million a year in 2 years. Sounds nice, it's fast, it's cool to say you've done it, but there was a big problem with that business. There was no profits. I was doing $2 million a year in revenue, but there were next to zero profits. Now I was eventually able to turn it around doing a whole lot of different marketing stuff, but there was a much bigger opportunity I discovered along the way on Amazon. Amazon has over 200 million credit cards on file. They absolutely own online retail. Once you know what you're doing, you can double an online business selling on Amazon in one single day, potentially making an extra $100 to $1,000 a day literally overnight. Try that with your mom and pop e-commerce website. So what product do I sell on Amazon, you might be wondering? This is generally the first place people start. They're like, okay, I understand there's massive opportunity there, but what product do I sell? This is the #1 question we get about this business model. The problem is that it's not the right question to be asking if you want to be super successful with this business, and it's what steers a lot of people wrong and wastes a lot of time for a lot of people. This question leads people to spending hours searching on big sites like this site that has over 1.5 million different products you have to dig through to find something to sell. So what's the right question to be asking? How do I find opportunities? How do I find red-hot product opportunities that I can tap into right now on Amazon? This question, asking the right question, allowed me to build a $3 million a year business that I absolutely love. Allowed Jason to build a wildly successful business in only 4 months. It took me years to learn all the stuff that you're about to learn about how to really tap in and build this business model. I taught this stuff to Jason, who came from affiliate marketing and an SEO background, never done anything with physical products. He ramped that business up because he already knew how to do it because I taught him how using the information you're about to learn. He was able to ramp that up into only about in about only 4 months, doing about $100,000 a month in profit. Amazon tells you the best-selling products for all of its categories. So if you want to find hot opportunities, that's the best place to start. So to find good opportunities, just start looking through the Amazon bestseller list and apply these 2 basic criteria of a killer Amazon opportunity. First off, the selling price. Ideally, you want it to be between $7 and $40. I'll explain that in just a second. Second, you want to make sure it has private label potential. I'll explain that also in just a second. So about the price, which price? Now if you go look at Amazon, you'll see that there's multiple prices listed for each product. The price I'm referring to is the actual selling price, which you can see which these two red arrows point to. So the first product has a selling price of $18.97. Second one has a selling price of $99.95. So now why $7 to $40? So you're going to Amazon, you're like, okay, cool, I want to find a good product to sell. I'm going to the bestseller list, looking at the top 100 best-selling products for any category out there. Now, when you start looking at those top 100 best-selling products, looking for something that would be good to sell, your first filter is the selling price between $7 and $40? The reason is that if the price is lower than $7, you start running into the problem of shipping costs eating up too much of your margin. If the price is above $40, then it starts costing too much to get inventory just to get in the game. So for example, in this screenshot here, the first product, $18.97. Perfect. It meets your first criteria. It's got the good price range. Second product, $99. That's a little high. Skip over that and keep looking for other opportunities. So now private label potential. Here's what I'm referring to. Can a similar product easily and inexpensively be labeled or packaged to make it your own? That's what private label potential means. So now just to give you a couple examples of this, which one of these has more private label potential? So you're looking at Amazon, you're looking at the bestseller list, you're looking down the top 100 products for a category, you found maybe 10 that are between that $7 and $40 price range. How do you choose between those? Your next filter is, does it have private label potential? Could that product be easily and inexpensively made your own, either by putting a different label on it or putting a different packaging on it? So these two products, look at these. First one on the left is a sleeping mask. One on the right is a big sort of sleeping device, an electronic sleeping device. Which one of these could more easily and inexpensively be labeled or packaged to make it your own? Well, if you guessed the sleeping mask, you are absolutely correct. It's small, it's lightweight, it could be thrown in any kind of plastic packaging box, anything like that, very inexpensively. Product on the right, it's electronic, it's got a lot of different parts, it's got a lot of different features, it's heavy, not very easy to make it your own product. So this next example, product on the left is an iPhone case, product on the right is an actual iPhone electronic device, cell phone. So which one of these would be easier to make it your own product? So if you guessed iPhone case, you're correct. The reason is it's small, it's lightweight, it's just really plastic and rubber, and there are thousands of manufacturers who will make these for you. Product on the right, an iPhone cell phone. Apple's one of the biggest companies in the world that has spent millions and millions of dollars on development and hiring engineers and PhDs to develop this cell phone and the branding. You're not going to come out there with a competing cell phone very inexpensively. iPhone case, you can tap into all that same demand built up by that all of Apple's branding and marketing, but you can do it very inexpensively and quickly get into that market. So now, as a last example, which one of these has more private label potential? Give you a couple seconds to think about it. Product on the left is silicone spatulas, literally used for cooking. Product on the right is a blender. If you guessed the product on the left, silicone spatulas, you're absolutely correct. It's really just silicone and plastic, or sometimes they have wooden handles. Product on the right is heavy, clunky, it's a big blender, it's got a lot of different parts that it would be very expensive to make something like that your own. So the best way to find great products to sell is to look for products that meet these two criteria in Amazon's bestseller list. Then once you find one, it's time to choose a supplier. So here's how to quickly find suppliers. 3 simple Google searches. Product name, then private label. You just say, for example, if you're looking for iPhone case, you type in iPhone case private label. Product name wholesale, iPhone case wholesale. Product name supplier, iPhone case supplier. Just do these 3 simple Google searches. Will literally find you all the suppliers you need. So here's a quick example. Silicone spatulas. Now I took this screenshot. At this time when I took the screenshot, this exact product was number 29 in kitchen and dining, probably selling between 500 and 1,000 units every single day. Great product you could tap into. So now when I searched for silicone spatula wholesale, I found over 4.4 million different results, plenty of results for you to look for a supplier. When I put silicone spatula wholesale in quotes, just meaning that exact phrase has to be somewhere on that web page, over 300,000 different results. Plenty of suppliers all over the place. You wouldn't believe how easy it is to find suppliers for any product out there. So now you might be wondering, well, that seems pretty easy, and you can go do some searches yourself, and you'll find out it is extremely easy. But then you might be wondering, if you haven't ever sold physical products before, okay, so if it's so easy, why don't suppliers or Amazon just sell these products themselves? It's not their business model. They are in the business, suppliers are in the business of wholesaling. They no more want to try to deal with selling to consumers than I want to deal with trying to sell wholesale. It's just a completely different business model. Neither one is necessarily better than the other. It's just very different. They're happy only dealing with a few clients. You, by leveraging Amazon, literally won't have to deal with hardly any clients, but a physical product business, typically, if you're selling to individual consumers using your own online store or physical retail store, you're having to deal with a lot of small interactions. Whereas these suppliers may just have, 5 main clients and that's all they deal with. Just a different business model. And selling retail is not their expertise. They may know how to go out and find, wholesale customers. They have no idea how to sell to consumers. So here's how to create your own unique product brand. You don't have to invent anything. You don't have to create a product. Jason and I have never done either one of these things. All you have to do is just give people what they already want. Simply send the supplier your label design. So you've found out that you can go to Amazon and find the top 100 best-selling products. You know the 2 filters to apply. Is the price between $7 and $40? Then does the product have private label potential? Then now you know how to search for a supplier just using a few Google searches. Next, how do you create your own product out of all that? Once you've found your supplier, all you have to do is simply send them your label or packaging design. If you go to a site like elance.com, a typical outsourcing site, this has over 100,000 different designers that will create you different labels and packaging very inexpensively, anywhere from $40, $50. If you really want to go crazy, up to $100. You can get it done very inexpensively. So a big question we get is, what if I don't live in the USA? This works no matter where you live in the world, including affiliate-restricted USA states, which doesn't apply whatsoever to selling your own products on Amazon. Jason is not from the USA. I am, but Jason is not. He's from Canada, and he sells in the USA, he sells in Canada, and he sells in the UK. And one of our top students is from Australia. Other countries we've taught this business model to that do extremely well: France, Germany, UK, New Zealand, Brazil, South Africa, Trinidad and Tobago, Sweden, Switzerland, New Zealand, you name it, Australia. We've covered every single country on the planet. People are getting set up and running with this business very successfully. So no matter where you are in the world, you never have to touch any inventory because you get to use a program called Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. This is what allowed me earlier this year to live in southern France for 3 months with a 13-inch MacBook laptop, running this entire business, doing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, literally without missing a beat. So here's what it is. Fulfillment by Amazon is a network of warehouses that Amazon owns that you're allowed to send your inventory to, and then Amazon will automatically ship all the orders out for you. So the main reason you want to use it is, first off, automation. You can have a supplier send inventory to Amazon. You could be off in another country or at your house or wherever, and Amazon will take care of everything else for you. Supplier sends inventory to Amazon's FBA warehouses. Then when you get orders coming in or flooding in from Amazon, then Amazon will automatically process those using the inventory that's with FBA. I wish I would have been using this when I first started my e-commerce business years ago, but it wasn't as big, I didn't know anything about it, and it really changes the entire game of selling physical products. And also cost. It's extremely cheap. If you were to try to do this yourself or use a third-party fulfillment company, it would be way more expensive and wouldn't have the benefit of automation. And you don't have to use it. Sometimes we get this question. For example, I know there's going to be a lot of people on this that are on this call that have done things in e-commerce. Maybe you're doing some drop shipping or anything like that. And you're like, well, I already have a fulfillment company set up, or maybe I already have my own warehouse. You don't have to use FBA. I highly recommend you do because it's extremely inexpensive, and Amazon gives you some marketing benefits, some marketing boost, if you will, if you use FBA, because they kind of like to be able to bundle different customers' packages, et cetera, et cetera. But you don't have to use it. You can use FBA if you want. I highly recommend you doing it, but if you have another method set up, you're not forced to use it. And it works perfectly even if you're not in the USA. It's the best thing you can do if you don't live in the USA is to use FBA for your shipping. So here's the Amazon traffic loophole. So how would you find an electric kitchen knife on Amazon? Say you just, bought a new house and you're like, okay, cool, Thanksgiving's coming up. We need to go buy an electric kitchen knife. I don't feel like going to the store. I'm buying it from Amazon like everybody else on the planet. How would you find that on Amazon? Would you do it by looking through categories? To find this product, you'd have to go to all categories, home and kitchen, kitchen and dining, kitchen knives and cutlery accessories, and then finally click on electric knives. Is that how you'd find this product? Absolutely not. You would just go to Amazon's search and type in electric kitchen knife and click the go button. So now that you know that, that's how you would buy products, and that's how everyone buys and finds products on Amazon. So what's an extremely lucrative thing to know? How to get ranked for any keyword on the world's largest online retailer. This took 3 years to figure out. It gets you direct buyers on Amazon. If you're able to go out there and do SEO and get stuff ranked on Google, that's people searching and looking for information a lot of the times. The reason people are on Amazon and the reason a lot of Amazon products will have a 15, 20, 25% conversion rate is people are there to buy stuff. So getting ranked for keywords gets you in front of buyers. This is easily worth millions of dollars in sales. And this is honestly the reason Jason quit affiliate marketing and is the reason I shut down my online store. But before I tell you that, want to know the number one question that we get all the time that I just honestly do not like? Hey Matt, if you're really doing so well on Amazon, why are you so open and willing to share your strategies? The reason I don't like this question is because it implies that I'm either not being honest about the opportunity or my results with this opportunity. There literally is no way Jason and I can show you our results any more than we already do without jeopardizing our businesses. But trust me, this opportunity is very, very real and is ready for you right now. So here's the answer to why I share. Started sharing about a year ago, telling people about, people like Jason and other people, how I was doing this business, where the opportunities are, how to find products, how to find suppliers, how to market them, and how to get them ranked on Amazon. Because of this, because of putting myself out there, I was able to meet many successful people and was able to form a private mastermind, which was one of the most valuable things in terms of business I was ever able to do. And the biggest proof that sharing works is that my Amazon business tripled this year. This is why I'm still here right in front of you, giving you all the secrets about how to do this business. So here's 3 steps to get ranked for any keyword on Amazon. First, you make your product convert really well. I'll explain this. Second, quickly build reviews and keep building them. And third, get sales through your target keywords. So first off, the highest conversion rate wins. Amazon wants to make money. They make money when you make money, but only when your product's visitors convert to buyers. When people are searching through Amazon's different keywords or categories and they click on your product, for your product to really do well on Amazon, you want to make sure that when people click on your product or they see your product, that they buy it. So this is why high conversion rate is extremely important. Here are the main ways you increase your product's conversion rate on Amazon. First off, your product title. Include different keywords that let people know they found the right product. This is also going to help your product show up for more keywords. And then also, in your product title, most people just upload bland product titles. They don't really tell anything about the product. You, by putting some sales elements in there, add a guarantee in there, add some benefits in there, add any of that sort of stuff you would write anywhere else for sales copy, put that in your product title, and you will crush your competitors. Then your images is the second major component of increasing your product conversion rate. You want to make sure you have high-quality, eye-catching images. On Amazon, people don't have the luxury of being able to pick up a product, feel it, touch it, feel its quality and whatnot like they do in a physical store. So they judge it by the different images that are shown. So you want to make sure they have a good experience when they're looking at those images. And then also your description. A lot of people in e-commerce, especially selling on Amazon, are just feeding products into Amazon from an e-commerce store. And because of that, because they're not paying attention on Amazon, you have a massive opportunity. One ways of really taking advantage of that opportunity is don't just upload a bland manufacturer's description. Write those few thousand characters you have available for a product description like a sales letter. Your product will convert better. That'll help it rank better for different keywords on Amazon. So here's a quick example. This is a horse head mask selling on Amazon, selling extremely well on Amazon. I'll show you how well in the next slide. So here's the title, Accoutrements Horse Head Mask. Accoutrements is the brand. This is a horrible title. The best thing it has going for it is it's got the main keyword in there, but it's got a few hundred characters they could have put that it fits adults, it fits men, it fits women. Don't worry about it, the quality being poor, we'll replace it anytime. Any of that sort of stuff, or if you were going head-to-head, no pun intended, if you're going head-to-head with this product on Amazon and you had those elements and they didn't, then your product would get more clicks and your product would convert better. And then the images. They did do some cool things with the images. So first off, you see that the first image is the plain white background with a horse head. It's got its kind of funny expression. So that's a pretty good image. It really stands out in the search results. So good for them. Then they also have some other cool images. They have the horse head guy with on a scuba, underwater, in a guy's wearing scuba gear. Then the other picture is a guy with a horse head mask in Las Vegas. Cool picture. It fits the product. They're kind of funny and that sort of thing. But they did only use 5 of the images. They could have shown it on a woman. They could have shown it on a guy, or big guy, small guy, whatever, just to show that it works better. Because they have about 9 image slots available, they only use 5. So they could have done a little bit better there. But now here's where the biggest sort of mistake happened with this listing, is the product description. Their entire product description is fits most adult heads bagged with illustrated tag. That's not good whatsoever. They have a few thousand characters that they could have included good sales copy to convert people that click on this into buyers. If you were competing against this product, you put a good sales copy in your product description, your product would sell better and it would start ranking above this product. So is this just a ridiculous example I happened to choose for this webinar? Not really. This product, when I took this screenshot, it was #1 in toys and games. That means that this product is selling about 1,000 to 3,000 units a day at $25 each. That's $25,000 to $75,000 in sales every single day only from Amazon. Who knows where else they're selling this thing? Only from Amazon, $25,000 to $75,000 in sales, probably at least a 50% profit margin. Kind of ridiculous product, but these kind of opportunities are available everywhere on Amazon once you know how to find them and tap into them. So the second major thing to get your product ranked for keywords on Amazon is what we call reviews every day, or the acronym RED, R-E-D. So reviews are incredibly important. They provide social proof. They make your product convert better, so it's less risky for people when they see that they're not the first person to buy it. And it also can get more affiliates, Amazon affiliates, promoting your product, sending your product free traffic and sales. So what's the easiest and best way to get your first 3 reviews? It's honestly just give your product 3 friends or family and tell them to go write a review of it. It's completely within Amazon's policies. They don't even have to have bought the product on Amazon. You can literally just give it to them and be like, hey, I'm just trying to sell this product on Amazon now. Here's the product for free. Please go write a review of it. That's a great way to kick things off. And then once you start getting sales, this is what's really going to take you to the next level and do something none of your competitors are doing. Systematically follow up with your Amazon customers. 14 days after they order or so, start sending them messages from within your Amazon Seller Central account that ask them, hey, hopefully you got your product. Let me know if there are any issues with your order. By the way, if you liked your product, please go here and write a review. This systematic follow-up is not going to get every customer to write a review, but you'll be building reviews 10 times faster than any of your competitors, and eventually, and almost you're guaranteed to start outranking those competitors if you have more and better reviews. So why 3 initial reviews? Because exactly 3 show up on an Amazon's product detail page. This has been slightly changing recently, but 3 reviews are still extremely important. All the rest of the reviews are pushed to the sidebar. As you can see, here's the 3 reviews for this horsehead mask. So the third component of getting ranked for any keyword you want on Amazon is to get sales through that keyword. So after you have a killer product detail page that converts better than any of your competitors, and you have at least 3 reviews plus an ongoing review system, start getting sales through the target keyword. So what would you do if you wanted to rank for electric kitchen knife on Amazon? You'd first get people to search for electric kitchen knife, then buy your product. So here are 2 ways to make that happen. First, you just give people a big coupon. For example, you can get this product for $1 on this one date, and then ask them, instead of just giving them a direct link to the product, ask them to first search for your main keyword on Amazon and then buy your product, rather than just giving them the direct link. Because For example, I know somebody who's recently launching a salt product, literally selling salt, their own brand on Amazon. And I was kind of helping them with the process. And at first, they were just going to send people directly to the Amazon product, just give them a direct link. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, instead of doing that, have them go search for this keyword and then buy your product. You're not going to miss any sales. It's not very difficult for people to do, but that alone allowed them to start ranking for that keyword in a matter of days. Or you can use any traffic source and drive people to your product link with the keyword parameter in it. So when you search for a keyword, then click on your product, you'll notice those keywords get placed in the URL. You can drive people to that link. It's not quite as effective, but it can still work. So here's a quick summary of getting ranked for any keyword you want on Amazon. First, make your product convert really well. Second, quickly build reviews and keep building them. And third, get sales through your target keywords. There's never been such a lucrative and scalable opportunity to build a real business so quickly as there is right now with this business model. The best part is that anybody can do this. Up until less than a year ago, Jason had never sold his own physical products before. Now he's selling over $1.2 million of his own real products a year, a business that Google cannot take away with an algorithm update. You can get up and running with this business very fast. Amazon actually pays you every 14 days, starting only 14 days after you sign up, after you first start selling on Amazon. But a big question, won't all the opportunities be taken up? Amazon does $61 billion a year in revenue, has over 1 million different products, and has over 30,000 different markets or niches. None of us are even beginning to saturate the massive opportunities on Amazon right now. But Matt, can I really do this? Absolutely. You don't need a website. You don't need to know how to do SEO, PPC, affiliate marketing, or anything else. You don't even need to know how to buy a domain, how to set up a website. You don't need to know how to install WordPress. None of that stuff. All your sales and traffic will come from Amazon itself. This is truly a self-contained business model, the most insanely profitable business Jason and I have ever seen. So here's how to make $70,000 a year with this business on autopilot. Before we tell you about that, just remember I'm doing $2.8 million this year alone at about a 50% profit margin. So here's how to make 70 grand a year, money in your pocket. $70,000 a year is about $192 a day in profit, or about $384 a day in revenue if you have about a 50% profit margin. That is only about 16 units a day at $25 each. Your selling price is $25 within that $7 to $40 range. You sell 16 units a day, you're making $70,000 a year in profit. So you want to know the best seller rank on Amazon of a product selling 16 units a day? Well, it depends on the category. A product selling 16 units a day is at around a 3,000 bestseller rank in any given category. You want to know how many products there are that rank 3,000 or better in their category, and meaning that they sell 16 units or more a day? There are roughly 28 product categories. I excluded the ones that don't make any sense for this business model, such as books, Kindle, MP3s, etc. This means that there are approximately 84,000 different products on Amazon that can all make you an annual income of $70,000 a year. Some products make that much, 70 grand in profit in a single week. You can completely automate the entire business by letting Amazon do all the work for you and using Fulfillment by Amazon. Literally anyone with a computer, an internet connection, and the right training can be just as successful as Jason and I. We obviously can't promise you'll achieve our results or any results, but there are opportunities we see every single day just waiting for you. So I know you're fed up with short-term online marketing gimmicks that fall to pieces after a couple of months, leaving you completely empty-handed and starting back over again from scratch every time. This is why if you're serious about building a real business, we want to help you. We have put together a complete package of training, software, and more to assist you. This will save you hundreds of hours of your time and many thousands of dollars just trying to figure it all out on your own. We have put together what we call the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit. This is a complete A to Z training software and support system for you to build this lucrative business. This is the exact same stuff we use to build our own businesses every day. The Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit includes 4 very powerful components that will help you start and build this business. The first component is the 8-week live web class which starts on October 17th, 2013. The web class will cover 8 training modules. Module 1 is account creation and fundamentals. Here are a few different lessons inside of this module. The only Amazon account you need for this business, how to get set up from anywhere in the world, the quick start method for non-USA members, the most lucrative Amazon business, top Amazon market analysis, the hottest niches on Amazon right now. So module 2 is picking your profit-making product, and here's some lessons in that module. Amazon's most profitable opportunities, including private labeling, the 7 foolproof qualities of a killer Amazon opportunity, top-level categories and what to look for, the most lucrative Amazon business, finding gold, the top 100 bestseller list analysis, and selecting your first profit-making product. Module 3 is how to choose a supplier. Some lessons include finding high-margin suppliers, why not to make an inventory investment, how to save 30 to 50% on your inventory, inexpensive red-hot product design and packaging, letting Amazon do all the work, your automated fulfillment system. So module 4 is creating a killer product page, 4 key components of a bestseller Amazon product page, how to create top-notch product titles, the secret keyword traffic trick nobody knows about, 3 tricks of the highest converting product descriptions, quick and easy setup of your Amazon product listing. Module 5 is the listing launch formula, understanding the formula and how to use it, launching a product to the top of the Amazon charts in one day, social proof boost trick, the listing boost method, 7 powerful buyer traffic strategies just for Amazon products. Then module 6 is product promotion secrets, social commerce secrets, product review piggybacking, free money from the Amazon sponsored ads program, the traffic robot software for Amazon product sales, and secret tricks to getting your Amazon product loads of buyers from Google. Then module 7 is all about review magnets and scaling this business. Understanding review magnets, the big trick to maintaining a 100% seller rating, when and how to scale your Amazon business, maximum profit inventory management strategy, building reviews on autopilot. Then module 8 is about revenue diversification and brand building, including lessons on how to create real wealth with your product, how to build a brand presence, how to leverage your Amazon customer list asset, how to boost your income by going beyond Amazon, and international expansion. The web class will cover much, much more than what I just outlined. The second component of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit is the Software Tool Suite. The Software Tool Suite contains 7 profit-getting tools, and it does the following for your Amazon business. Increases Amazon product rankings by 200 to 600%, tracks product rankings to help you crush competitors, automates communication with buyers to boost sales and attract 5-star reviews, boost your product sales by getting more people to see your product pages, and grows your average sale amount per customer, automatically lifts your product listings in Amazon searches from week to week, sends your customers great post-sale follow-up messages to make them happy buyers, and automatically scales your listing traffic, and much, much more. We've invested over $175,000 to develop all of these software tools, and we host them in their databases for you. We also have live staff that review all content being published through our tools to ensure the highest level of quality and integrity. You will have complete unlimited access to all of these software tools for 1 full year. After that year, there'll just be a tiny maintenance fee. You'll be doing so well with your Amazon business that it'll be next to nothing. It's really just because of the hard cost involved in these software tools, but you get a full year. You don't have to think about any of that sort of stuff, and after that, believe me, it's not going to be an issue whatsoever. It'll literally be pennies. So the third component of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit is the private and exclusive community. Here are a few benefits. You are never alone in this business with this community. You get any help and support you ever need. You get encouragement and inspiration from other members, valuable networking with others building this business, deal making, sharing inventory, or doing joint projects. You get to keep up with new tips, tricks, and strategies. And then you get to take part in one of the coolest aspects of this entire program, the Amazing Selling Machine badge system or gamification. We have built in badges that are automatically rewarded when you take the major action steps with this business. We did this because our entire focus with this entire program is getting you results, getting you to build this business. This badge system helps track and helps make sure that you're on track to build this successful business. We have things such as just setting up your Seller Central account, or getting a #1 ranking for a keyword, or #1 ranking for a category, finding a product, finding a supplier, getting your first sale, doing $1,000 in revenue a month, $5,000 in revenue a month, all the way up to $250,000 in revenue a month. We have people earning these badges all the time. The fourth component of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit is a 3-day hands-on workshop in January of 2014 in Austin, Texas. Here's why this event can be life-changing for you. You get to receive specific training tailored to your unique situation. This is a workshop, not a typical conference. You get to meet, collaborate, and partner with other successful Amazon entrepreneurs, potentially worth millions of dollars in deals. You get live walkthroughs of special Amazon product traffic tricks. You get to hear from experienced product brand building experts to help with building your multi-million-dollar product brand. And you get specific on-the-spot action steps to grow your business, which are built into the workshop. The 3-day hands-on workshop will take place in January of 2014. Location and details will be revealed to all members, but only to members. If you're unable to attend, we'll be providing with live streaming so you can interact with us live from anywhere in the world during the event, and video recordings of the event. But we really hope you can make it with us live. So at the workshop event, we'll be having a special award ceremony to award those that have taken action and are getting results from the web class training. So here's a quick side note. We were originally thinking about selling this live workshop event as a $10,000 standalone event, but decided to include it only with the Builders Kit. So here's a quick summary of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit. You get access to the 8-week live training web class. You get the software tool suite with 7 unique proprietary tools. You get the lifetime membership in the private and exclusive community, and you get a ticket to the 3-day hands-on workshop event. Total value of all this, easily over $40,000. So who should get this Builders Kit? Anyone that's truly serious about building a long-term, life-changing, lucrative online business. Anyone that no longer wants to mess with short-term hustles, like trying to set up sites for Google, writing blogs, creating ebooks, affiliate marketing, and other models online that seem to last for only a few months. But here's why we got into this business. Probably just like you, we tried every possible online business model we could find, and they all left us feeling really very frustrated. It wasn't until we stumbled upon selling on Amazon that we realized we needed to completely stop messing with all those other concepts. We have shut down those other businesses, even some that were making a little bit of money, because we believe in this business so much and want to prove it to you. One last thing to point out. You've seen the stats and reports of what Jason and I are each doing with our businesses. And while those numbers may seem impressive, this is worth pointing out. Those results are from selling only a handful of products. Did you know that Amazon has 30,000 product categories and millions of products listed on their site? Hopefully you're starting to see why we're so excited about this business. So before I tell you what the Builders Kit costs, I want you to know that Matt has some awesome bonuses he's going to reveal to you during the Q&A section. So we're going to be getting there just in a few minutes, but make sure you stick around because he has some incredible bonuses you do not want to miss. So the cost of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit is 4 equal installments of $9.97 a month. If you want a massive discount, pay up front and your entire kit is just $34.97 with no additional payments. So here's a fair warning. Due to the limited space at the workshop event and other real constraints of how many people we can support, spots for this kit are very limited. There's a limit to the number of members we can personally work with. So when all the spots are gone, we will not be taking any additional members, and this offer will no longer be available. The absolute last day the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit will be available is October 11th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. But we'll likely run out of spots available long before that absolute last cutoff date. We may even run out of spots right now during this webinar. This entire program, the entire Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit, is all backed by a 30-day unconditional, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. If at any time during the next 30 days after trying everything out, you're not completely satisfied and absolutely loving the community and the results you're getting, just let us know and you'll get a complete refund, no questions asked. Before I tell you exactly how to secure your limited spot in this private and exclusive membership, I have a secret to share with you that nobody knows about right now. When you secure your limited spot in this membership, getting everything that's already in the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit, you're also getting your own copy of the $2,000 training course by our friend and internet marketing legend John Reese on how to build a team of overseas staff to do everything for you and your business. This famous system, Outsource Force, goes beyond the typical hire people on Elance and Odesk form of outsourcing and actually builds you a real team of people that run your business for you. John Reese is such a believer in the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit that he decided to throw this $2,000 program in for all members. This is actually a special bonus that new members find out about 5 hours after they join us. When you get inside, you'll also immediately get access to some pre-class materials that you need to go through before we start the web class. So what happens if you wait? We're only taking a select number of people with us on this journey. Once the spots are sold out and the registration period is over, that's it. There will be 0 additional people allowed. We'll be spending the next 8 weeks in the live web class and at the live members-only event helping only our members, getting them insane results that they'll brag about for the rest of their lives because they jumped on the biggest opportunity online in a decade, securing early mover advantage on the world's largest and growing online retailer. By signing up right now during this live webinar, you secure your spot. But by waiting, you'll miss your spot in the private elite community that's going to create success stories you'll be hearing about for years. Visit the URL below and join us right now. Claim your spot in the private membership and never look back. So now time for the question and answer. So here's a quick recap of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Kit. First off, you get the 8-week live web class with weekly coaching calls with myself and Jason. Second, you get a private lifetime membership. Third, you get the 7 profit-making tools built specifically for building and growing your Amazon business, which cost us $175,000 to build. You get the 3-day live members-only workshop event in January of 2014, valued at $10,000 alone, and you also get the $2,000 Outsource Force bonus. Claim your spot and join us right now at mattasm.com. That's mattasm.com.
Okay, Matt, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, thanks very much for taking us through that. Before we jump in to questions, there's a whole bunch of questions that we want to go through. I want to tell people about my bonuses that I'm offering people who join up to the ASM course through that link right there, my affiliate link, Matt ASM. So just really quickly, I'm just going to take the screen control and I'm just going to run through a whole bunch of extra bonuses that you get on top of what Matt Clark just went through in the incredible deal. And then I want to talk a little bit about ASM as well because I'm obviously doing it. So just really quickly, I've got something really exciting up my sleeve. For anyone that joins the Amazing Selling Machine course through me, via me, which is by going to mattasm, mattasm.com, I'm going to give you extra bonuses completely free of charge, and I'm going to go through these really quickly now so you know what you're going to get, because for those of you who don't know, some of you probably, if you're listening at the beginning of the call, you'll have heard me say that I'm actually doing what Matt and Jason teach. I'm one of their students. I got into this about 5 months ago, and this is working for me. It's an amazing opportunity. I'm putting new products into Amazon. Everything that they've said, Matt and Jason said, is totally true. I'm dumping a lot of other business models that I was doing to focus on this stuff because it really does work. It's exciting. It's a great opportunity, so I encourage you to get into it. Now, I want to help you, though. I want to help accelerate your success, so that's why I created an extra special bonus package called ASM Accelerated. It's simple. I want to make sure you fast-track your results. So it's a mega bonus pack. The value is over $5,000. I'm going to quickly run through it now. The first bonus in my bonus pack is the product sourcing blueprint. This is valued at $997. One of the most important things is that you source a product for the ASM course. Finding the right product to work is really, really key. Once you get a product, then you're off and running really quickly. But I don't want, I don't want that to slow you down at all. So I want to give you the fast track. So I have another business for those of you who aren't aware, and that's sourcing products from all around the world. And I have my own brand as well. And so I've got a lot of experience over the last couple of years doing this. So I've created an extra session, which is a private VIP coaching session, where I'm going to teach you how to source quality products that you can private label specifically for the ASM training. So this is going beyond what Matt and Jason teach already. Obviously, they cover this in the course as well, but I want to give you some extra tools and equipment from my experience doing this. I'm going to show you how to get tens of thousands of products that you can easily private label for the ASM training. I'm going to show you how to get them internationally and within the United States. So you don't have to get it internationally. I happen to do a lot of that, so I'm going to share with you how you can get products from China and freight them, and you can either do it air freight or sea freight, or you don't have to do any of that. You can just get it locally in the United States. It's really quite straightforward. I'll show you how to do negotiation training so you can get the best profits and get high profit margins. I'll show you how to test products so you get quality products so you never have to worry about getting a low quality product that might not be any good. International shipping secrets, I'll cover all of that if you want to eventually scale it up to larger things like I'm doing. And you get the lowest prices for huge profit margins. So that's just the first bonus of 7. I'm going to show you how to source products. So that's the product sourcing blueprint. Now, most people don't really know how to do this very well, so you'll have a huge advantage. But I'm going to take it one step further. We've got software tool, very powerful advanced softwares that we use to source products now, and we want to find the suppliers for you on your behalf. So I'm going to create a personalized supplier report for you valued at $497, which is essentially you tell us what you're looking for, and we'll run a report for you in our advanced software, and we'll send it to you personalized for what you're looking for. So you can either tell us a product that you want, and we'll find suppliers for you, or you might have another company and you want to reverse engineer what they're doing. Well, we can find where they're getting their products, who their supplier is for you. So we'll run a report for you and send it to you. You're just going to tell us what you want, and we'll do the rest. So it's specific to your needs. So again, this is going to really fast track you, and it gives you huge international reach. So that's bonus number 2. Bonus number 3 is Accelerate Your Success Coaching Webinar. Once you've been doing the ASM course for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and you're getting stuck in, I'm going to jump on a live coaching webinar and essentially answer any questions that you have. Because remember, I'm already doing this stuff. I've been doing it for about 5 months, and I'm making money doing this, so I know what you're going to be going through in the course. So I just want to be your coach and essentially help shortcut anything or fast track any of the things that problems that you might be coming up against, and you want some advice. We're going to have a small, tight group, so you're not going to be sort of on your own ever. So if you've got any questions, jump on this webinar. I'll stay on it as long as you need. I'll personally answer all your questions to do with anything with selling on Amazon. So there'll be powerful traffic techniques that I'm using to drive my sales in Amazon, and I'm going to share some of the stuff that I'm experimenting with at the moment to get massive Amazon ranking surges. We'll go through case studies. I'll show you some tracking tools for spying on people on Amazon that I'm using, and all your questions answered. So that's bonus number 3. Bonus number 4 has been donated from a good buddy of mine, Mark Ling. Mark Ling is a hugely successful internet marketer who makes millions of dollars a year. He's been online marketing for over 10 years. I've learned a lot from Mark myself. But Mark's kindly donated 2 bonuses in one here. It's the Sale Who Stores and the Sale Who Directory. So I'll just quickly explain. They're valued at over $2,000. Once you've been focusing on selling inside Amazon, if you want to eventually branch out and have your own e-commerce store, you can still fulfill it through Amazon, as Matt Clark mentioned in the webinar. We want to give you your own e-commerce store to sell your products in. You might want to drive traffic to an e-commerce store and still fulfill it by Amazon. So essentially what Sale Who Stores is it's a done-for-you e-commerce solution. So it's all the hosting, it's elegant themes, you have a whole range of themes, so you don't need any technical skill. It's basically an e-commerce store in a box ready to go for you. So it removes all the hassle and hurdles for getting your own store online. And it's perfect for selling with Amazon. Once you've got momentum, you can have your own store as well. And it comes with marketing tools as well built into it. But not only that, part of the Sale Who Stores bonus is also the Sale Who Supplier Directory, where you get access to 8,000 security screened suppliers. So Security screen simply means they've been checked out to be legitimate good suppliers to get them from. There's over 1.5 million products in the database, 150 different categories, and the members in the SaleWho directory community vote on the suppliers, so you can see if they're good, legitimate suppliers. So again, it's just another tool to help you find suppliers to sell on Amazon. But to take it one step further, once you've got your inventory, the product that you want to start selling in Amazon, we really want to fast track it for you and just give you the cash to buy that inventory. So your first inventory purchase. So it's called the $200 inventory cash. So essentially, all you need is a PayPal account, and we'll PayPal $200 to buy your first inventory installment to send into Amazon for you. So it's as simple as that. We want to buy it for you. So all you need is a PayPal account. The next bonus is called Kindle Profit Secrets. Again, this has been donated by a good friend of mine, Mark Ling. He also donated the other bonus I just mentioned. Mark does a lot of selling on Kindle, and he's learned how to make money selling Kindle books. So he's been doing this for about a year, and he's making, on some of his little projects, $2,000 a month from Kindle. You can build a list from Amazon selling Kindle. So the good thing about this is if you sell low-ticket Kindle books, you can start to build up a list doing that, and then you can leverage that list and send them to your physical products on Amazon, so you might get a bit of a traffic boost. So learning how to sell through Kindle, Mark will teach you everything about it, how to do it, how to make the books, how to position them to sell, and how to drive traffic. So you can use it as a traffic strategy to sell physical products that you have on Amazon, so it works hand in hand. And also we're creating a community. Like I said, I want to help you accelerate your success with the ASM course. So we've created the ASM Accelerated Community. So you get an access pass to that, where we'll have a tight group where you can interact with each other, ask questions, share ideas. I'll be in there. Some of my workers will be in there as well. So basically, you'll have friends to journey with, so you won't be lost in the noise when there's thousands of people. Sometimes it's hard to be heard. So we want to create a small, private, exclusive group where you can get all your questions answered, make friends, journey together. It really makes a huge difference when you've got a community to do things with. Networking is really key when you're doing the ASM stuff. You don't want to journey alone. So we're creating a small group that will give you, hand-holding, and you'll never be on your own. So that's the final bonus. So the total bonus is valued at $5,847, and this is just the bonuses. Remember, you get all of that stuff in the ASM course that Matt Clark already went through. I just want to quickly add something here. The value of the bonuses alone is over $5,000, and then obviously you've got the value of the ASM course. And I just quickly want to add, if you compare the price of getting this course to something like a college, or we call it university here, you can pay 30 grand. I certainly paid a lot more than that. I paid close to $50,000 for my useless university degree, and it didn't make me any money. But this stuff that you're learning at ASM, it flat out works. It's proven to work. It's practical business advice. So it really is a fraction of that price when you compare it to that. So it's early days as well. Amazon's certainly growing. There's huge opportunity. There's room for everyone. There's room for all of us. So come and join us. Because you're not too late for this. You might have been too late for many things, but you're early for this opportunity. So you're in the right place at the right time. So again, once you buy the Amazing Selling Machine course through MattASM, which is my affiliate link, mattasm.com, you do need to email us a copy of your receipt, because we won't know that unless you do that. So email to support@afilorama.com. So it's support@afilorama.com. It's on the screen right there. Please take that down. Write that down. Afilorama is Mark Ling's email address, because Mark's going to set you up with access for some of these bonuses with logins at SaleWho and all the other bonuses we mentioned. So it's easier to consolidate it in one place, so you get access to all the bonuses. So once you send us your receipt, we will reply to you. So just support@afilorama.com, copy your receipt. So again, the link that you need to go to is mattasm.com. So what we'll do now is we want to jump over and take some common questions that people ask around the ASM business model, because I think it's important to address these in case some of you've got questions bouncing around. So what I might do is, I've got one question I want to ask straight out of the gate. So I'll ask this one, and then maybe Jason or Matt, you could address some of the other common questions that people often have around selling on Amazon. So the first question I've got is, what if you don't live in America? Like I live in New Zealand, And I know the answer to this question, obviously, because I'm making money, but what if you're outside of America, or what if you're in America and you're in a state that's got those affiliate restrictions, things like that? Can you address that question, because I'm sure a lot of people are asking it?
Yeah, sure. That's a great question. So yeah, I mean, no matter where you live in the world, honestly, we can help you get set up and running with this business. We've helped many people at this point, people from all over the world, from countries such as Trinidad and Tobago, South Africa, to people such as like yourself in New Zealand, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, even places like China and India and Brazil. Believe me, no matter where you are in the world, we can help you get set up. I mean, Jason's from Canada. He sells on the USA Amazon site, the Canadian Amazon site, the UK Amazon site. So yeah, no matter where you are living in the world or where you're from in the world, I mean, remember, I ran this business 3 months living in southern France. So yeah, no matter where you are in the world or anywhere in the US, even affiliate restricted states, which does not apply to this part of selling on Amazon, you can use this business model. Trust me, it works no matter where you are in the world.
Great. Thanks for answering that. I'm just going to hand the screen controls back to you real quick, Matt. And Jason, I think you've got some more questions, but I'll just give you the controls there, Matt, so you can show your slides and so people can just recap what they got when you want to show that.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Matt. Matt, that's a very incredible bonus, and I really encourage people because, you know, I've had the privilege of getting to know Matt. I've seen him on his journey, and the guy definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to Amazon now, and, you know, being able to work with him and take advantage of these bonuses, that's giving everyone that takes advantage of that, you know, a real boost, because being able to, you know, not only is the program designed very methodical fashion, but having that extra peer support group of, you know, being led by someone that's going through this business model themselves to give you more attention to detail and everything, that is huge. So, you know, I really encourage you, all of those bonuses that they've thrown in, that's really, really powerful. And, you know, that's not something that, you know, a lot of times you'll see people throw in bonuses that are just, you know, pre-recordings or something, like stuff that they don't even have to be involved in. He's actually giving up time for this, which is huge. And, you know, that's something that really I encourage about all of you that are thinking of signing up, take advantage of, because being able to tap into his experience and get him helping you along the way is huge. So, Matt, I really appreciate you throwing in those powerful bonuses that, you know, really focus on helping people get success. We've got a lot of questions that we usually get, and the main one that we get often, even though we kind of addressed this at the beginning a little bit, but I think it's really important to go over again, and the skepticism of it is totally appreciated because there's so new opportunities that seem to present themselves online. But, you know, this one I love having Matt answer it because, you know, it's one of those questions that sometimes people probably want to avoid, but, you know, I'm going to get Matt to answer it. Matt, you know, why in the world, if this is working so good for you, would you be willing to share this business model with others?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame, you know, people who are asking that, because it's like, you know, you hear somebody talking about how big an opportunity is, et cetera, and the first thing that pops in people's mind, it's like, you know, well, you know, I've heard other people say that before, and it really wasn't that great. Or if it is so great, why aren't you just keeping it all to yourself? To me, that's just not what I'm about. It's not the beliefs that I have. I have a very abundance mentality, and plus, it's just that there are so many opportunities. I'm not going to sell a million different products. I literally only sell a handful of products. Jason only sells a handful of products. We collectively probably only sell in about 3 different markets maximum, and there are 30,000 different categories possible on Amazon. So the opportunities are not going to dry up. So I started sharing this stuff because you know, it's fun and everything building this business, but I wanted to go out there, meet other people, help other people build this business. I love helping entrepreneurs, love helping people no longer have to work at other jobs. Believe me, I'm the worst employee on the planet, so I was very happy to be able to build a business and not have to do that anymore, do things on my own terms, provide for my family. So, I mean, I really just love helping everybody else do that same sort of thing. I mean, us being able to do these, you know, online training courses and interact with people in the community and at the live event, I mean, it's honestly one of the most rewarding things in business, is being able to see people like you listening to this call right now go out there and grow a successful business and no longer be sitting there chasing down pipe dreams that, you know, somebody else is saying, oh, this is the greatest thing on the planet. It's not a good situation. So, like, us being able to come in here and provide this sort of training and education that actually works and helps you build a real business, It's extremely rewarding in and of itself, and the competition is not a factor whatsoever because there's so much to go around.
Yeah, and as I said at the beginning, like I was really impressed with how when I met Matt a couple of years ago, he was so open to share. And one of the things I can agree with, since we've gotten together and put this program together, just 6 months ago when we had, not even 6 months ago, when we had our live event, I mean, we were both overwhelmed with, people coming up to us saying, you have no idea how you're changing our lives, you've given me hope again, you're saving me. And the reward you get from that is so huge. But on top of that, when Matt first introduced this business model to me, he was making only around $50,000 a month. Now, I'm not saying only to be funny or anything, but compared to what he's doing now, because of the things that he's learned from other people, from me, from working with others, from our community in general, he's doing 4 times that every month. And that, if from the whole competition mindset, if it were true that sharing this information would cause more competition, the opposite would have happened, but it doesn't. And the reason is because the way our community works, the way everything works with each other, they're sharing strategies that work better. Everyone is feeding off of each other, and the energy is so positive. And on the other side of that, too, people are sharing things to avoid mistakes that they've made, things that they say don't try. And a lot of times those, errors that people have made, or, things that they realize maybe have been negative, turn out to be more powerful than the good things that people have stumbled upon. And so the whole community in itself is so incredibly powerful. And as you saw, just in the 9 months that I've been doing this, I've far surpassed what Matt was doing prior to that, and Matt's more than 4 times what he was doing before that. So it's definitely not an issue whatsoever. Now, another question we get often is, the whole skill level you need for getting started in this. And I'm going to kind of introduce that one a little bit because, for me, the way I look at it and what it was for me is I was really good at SEO and affiliate marketing, and I was able to take advantage of the skills that I learned from those. So if any of you have any of those types of skills at all, that is for sure an advantage because, you can focus all of that knowledge on your products on Amazon. But the cool thing is the way this program is 100% designed, it's for anyone. And we recently got a testimonial from someone in our community that posted saying that they're a grandmother and they're succeeding by only following the steps that we have, and they've never done anything online before. So no matter what your skill level, whether you're just starting out, have never done anything online before, or you're very experienced online and just looking to add a different revenue stream, we have set this training up so that anybody can go through it and get started. It goes from A to Z of everything that you need. So that's not anything you have to worry about. I don't know, Matt, if you have anything you want to add on that one.
No, I mean, we've had people get started with this business model who have never done anything online. We've had people that, were a grandma with multiple grandchildren, never had built any sort of online business or done anything like that. We've had people that have been in law enforcement, people that have been in the military, people that are retired, people that still have jobs. The good thing about this is, unlike a lot of other online businesses which are more tech-focused, maybe like affiliate marketing, where you have to know how to set up your own websites and add links and then install WordPress and modify WordPress themes and use FTP and all that sort of crazy stuff with hosting and whatnot. This, you don't have to know any of that stuff. Literally just have to know how to think like a consumer. Past that, it's extremely straightforward what you have to do to make this business work for you. So I mean, that's kind of the beauty of this model, and that's why we have so many people so successful with this business.
Another real popular question we get is the worry about competing with big name brands. And that's what I absolutely adore about Amazon is you're automatically, first of all, tying into, as Matt mentioned in the training you went through, the largest marketplace online that I believe you said it was bigger than the next top 5 combined. So you're tapping right into that of active buyers that are, searching for you. But it's really much bigger than that. And I don't want to just, explain how it's so easy to, compete with big name brands.
Yeah, so if somebody's out there looking for a product on Amazon, they need to buy something for their house or their office or car or themselves or whatever, and they go to Amazon, they're likely just going to search for a keyword and buy what pops up in their face, meaning products that are ranking well for those keywords, which is why a big focus of what we teach you inside of Amazing Selling Machine is how to get ranked for those keywords, and then once you get ranked for those, how to make sure that your product is going to convert better than any other product. You're going to have social proof in place. You're going to have the good branding in place. You're going to have good titles, descriptions, images. You're going to have a good product, all that sort of stuff, where brands really don't matter at that point. People on Amazon, buying from Amazon, that have their credit cards stored with Amazon, trust Amazon to have good products ranking for keywords. And that's where you come in, and that's where the whole branding really is not much of a factor for 99% of all different products out there that you can be selling.
One of the things, I mean, oftentimes, absolutely, like, the Apple iPhone, people that are searching for the Apple iPhone, well, they specifically know that's the product they're searching for. But, for example, if you're searching for tie wraps, I mean, how many of you know the brand name of tie wraps you're going to want to use? There's so many products that you simply just go and, the way we teach you and the way Matt has really put it together is, it totally evens the playing field. But what I found really interesting was oftentimes the big name brands had the worst looking listings, and it's little things like that that we really go into detail in the training of how you can do some minor little things that really make your listing jump out above the competition, above the big name brands, getting you the sale. So in my opinion, that's not an issue. And an added bonus on top of that, though, Amazon is an absolutely incredible launching pad for creating your own brand, and that's something I've been able to do, something Matt's been able to do, where not only did we start out with basically no-name brands compared to the big names, but we create big brands that all started because of Amazon. So it's very powerful that way. Another question a lot of people ask is, does it cost a lot of money to get started with this business model?
Yeah, it's a question we always get. I mean, think about any business out there you start. It's either going to take a heck of a lot of time or a heck of a lot of money. Not necessarily the case with this. I mean, the more you work, the more you put into this, the better the results are going to be. But we actually recommend not spending a bunch of money to get started. Because if you're going out there, you've picked a product on Amazon to sell based on our criteria. This means that product has an extremely high likelihood of succeeding. It's not like you're going and putting up a store on the corner of a street and hoping customers come. You're selling something that's already selling well on Amazon, just doing it a little bit better. But even at that point, even at that level of certainty that the product's going to sell well, you don't need to go out there and purchase thousands of units of inventory. Just purchase a little bit to get started, $100, couple $100, enough to get you in the game. Once things start selling, you basically get your money every 14 days from Amazon, reorder some inventory, and scale up slowly like that. That's why we don't recommend going and jumping into 10 products at once. Use our criteria, pick one product, get started with that one product, run out of inventory, it's good, it means you sold out. Now order a little bit more and keep going. And then once you get to the point when you're really ready to start marketing it, that's what these tools are all about that we provide to you, that are all included inside of Amazing Selling Machine. They help you market and get sales completely free, because you just plug different details into the tools, use what's available for you. You don't have to go out there and use a bunch of third-party stuff that costs money. So you get a big, huge free marketing component, and it's really just getting your initial inventory, which there's no reason to spend a bunch of money on. So you can get started with this business very inexpensively, cheaper than just about any other business out there, honestly.
Now, and one of the things that I can add to that is, when I got started on this, a lot of times people are worried, oh, what's going to happen if all of a sudden my inventory sells out? Well, that is going to happen, especially following our advice, but that's perfectly fine, because what happens is once your inventory just simply updates your product page listing to say currently unavailable, but the listing still stays there. Once you get your inventory back in stock, boom, you can start selling right away. And what you're able to do, because Amazon pays out every 2 weeks, so what you can do is once you get back paid, you get more inventory, and you can really just start ramping it up more and more. So you can start on a really small budget and just expand as big as you want. Now, Matt, I think you were going to jump in there and say something.
Yeah, I just want to add. I think it's important for me to add a few bits here, because I'm doing this, so I know everything that you're saying is absolutely true, but for people that are first getting into us, I think it's nice to hear from somebody that's a student of Matt and Jason's, which is myself. So a couple of things that I just want to say. This business model, the really appealing things for me about this, because I've tried a lot of different business models. I've been doing online marketing for about 5 years full-time. You've got no customer support, as in no customers calling you, no phone ringing, which is great, no warehousing. You don't have to rent an office space or warehousing. You don't have to buy a wide scope of inventory. Like if you're going to go live with your own e-commerce store or your own brand in any other form, you can't really just go with one product. It would look kind of strange having a one-product e-commerce store. With Amazon, you can just start real easy. One product, one SKU, and a little bit of inventory. That's the beauty of it. You can just gently test the waters, and then you can scale it up. But you just can't do that anywhere else. So it's incredible that there's all these advantages of this business model that is just amazing. And also, one question I had, and I actually asked Jason this, and I find this quite funny, is when I was about to put my first inventory in, I bought a whole bunch of inventory, and I actually Skyped Jason, and I was worried that I asked him, what if I can't sell these? You know, what's going to happen if I can't sell these? I didn't think I would be able to sell them. And all I can say to you right now is my problem is the opposite of that now. My problem is keeping up with the sales. Like I'm having to reorder. So my first batch of inventory just got burned through real quick. I was amazed. So, and that's absolutely true. I can't keep up with it now. I've got to try and find ways to slow it down, if anything, till my next inventory gets there. So it really is incredible what can be done inside Amazon. It's all about the way that these products are listed, the way Matt and Jason teach you how to list these products. It stands out. Other people in Amazon don't know how to do this. They just don't know what they're doing, so their conversions are terrible. But what Matt and Jason teach you is really quite clever, and it makes your products stand out, and then they start to gain momentum. And once you get momentum in Amazon, it's just the floodgates open up. So it's all about momentum, and they teach you how to do all that. So I just wanted to throw my little bit in there because that's been my real, true life experience from following your training and what you guys do.
And it's funny because when he asked me that, I remember thinking back, it was a flashback for myself. I know I asked Matt that exact same question when I was starting because, you know, and that's rightly so. You're worried, you're investing a little bit of money, but, you know, that's part of the whole training system is we show you how to pick the right products. And, you know, what you're investing into is an asset. You own those products. And what's beautiful about Amazon is you don't have to worry, you know, oftentimes we're asked, oh, you know, do I have to worry about, you know, storing the stuff in my house and shipping it? Absolutely not. You send the product straight to Amazon and they take care of everything. You get to take advantage of their incredibly low shipping costs, and it's just really cool. And, you know, so many people say that to me. It's like, oh my goodness, now instead of being worried about, you know, having inventory, they're like, they almost get into a panic, like, what do I do? And, you know, it's a great place to be in because that tells you you picked something proven and, you know, just order more inventory and ramp it up. So first of all, congratulations, Matt. That is awesome that it's working out for you like that. But, you know, we told you. Okay, so next question that we get quite a bit. A lot of people wonder, you know, about the live event. There's a few questions come about that. And so it is in October 17th to the 19th. And I encourage everybody to really try to make a point of attending the live event. If you want to be part of the system, the live event, what we do here with the live event is we take it from another level. You know, we don't just rehash the training. You know, a lot of times you'll see live events associated with courses or anything, and they just kind of recycle the information and give it in a different way. We don't do that. And the reason why we time the live event for when it is because we take it to an advanced level and start going into ways that, okay, so now you've been through the 8 weeks, now you know exactly how to get your product online, and you've all, you know, started selling. Now our point with the live event is to help you get it to the next level so that you can really explode this business. And like me and Matt talked about earlier, like the live event, last one was, you know, overwhelming with how people reacted to it. It's really, you know, there's no pitching. We don't have speakers up there trying to tell you, like, you know, giving you some and then trying to sell you on products. There's no pitching, anything like that. It's just detailed training that focuses on how to get your business on Amazon really to the next level. And, you know, we're probably getting a little close on time here, so I've got a couple more questions. I don't know, Matt, if you wanted to speak up on anything before we close off with a couple more questions?
It's a little confusing because there's two Matts here, but I'll jump in there about the live event. But yeah, about the live event, I mean, you can't tell you how many people we had from the last live event. There's only been one so far. It was just for Amazing Selling Machine members, just like this next one's just for Amazing Selling Machine members. We can't tell you how many people we had. You know, at first we're like, you know, whatever, maybe it's a little bit of fluff. where they said that, like, it was literally the best, most valuable live event they had ever been to. A lot of them have been to every sort of internet marketing, business-related event, conference, workshop on the planet. And at first I was like, we've done a good job. We've worked our butts off. It's all brand new training. But the reason it's so valuable for people is because of when it is. You've gone through the 8-week training. You've gone through the 8 modules. You've gone through the 8 weekly coaching calls. You've found a product. You've launched the product. You've marketed the product. You've got sales coming in. And then it's like, okay, now how do I take it to the next level? And that's what the live event is all about. No matter where you are in this business, the live event is going to help you take that to the next level. And the great thing is that, ideally everyone shows up. You get to meet a lot of people. It's a great experience. There'll be a lot of people there for you to interact with. But if you can't make it, don't worry. There's a live stream and the recording available. And there's lots of live events available that are not anywhere near as valuable to sell for 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 even. And this year live event, 3-day live event, members only, other people working on this exact business, all included as part of the Amazing Selling Machine Builders Grid. So super valuable.
Right on. I just want to remind, because some people are probably just listening on the phone, if you want to take advantage of Matt's the awesome bonus, Matt Carter's awesome bonus, you're going to want to go to mattasm.com. That's mattasm.com. And I just want to let anyone know, because some people wonder, when they go to the checkout page, you'll notice there's a phone number and a live chat option there. So if you have any questions, need any extra help whatsoever, when you call in, or if you hit the live chat option, you'll notice a bracket with an ASM and then some numbers following it. That number helps us track so that we know that you're using Matt Carter's link. So if you do use that phone number, if you do use the live chat, make sure you reference that number so that you can be sure to take advantage of the bonus offer. And I also want to let you know, if you have, we want to work with you to be able to get the payment in however you want. So if you have a special need where you need to, separate the payment, say on 2 different credit cards, you maybe want to use PayPal or a wire transfer, something like that, just contact us, go to the checkout page, use one of the support options, and we'll work with you to make sure that you can get in and take advantage of not only of the Amazing Selling Machine, but obviously that great bonus package that Matt Carter has thrown in. And other than that, I think we're pretty much covered the questions we usually get. So I don't know if, Matt Carter, you have anything else you want to add or ask?
I have one thing before Matt kind of closes this thing out. I don't think we've answered this yet, but it's the main method to sign up to claim your membership, your Amazing Selling Machine membership, is via credit card. But if you absolutely need to use PayPal, check, wire transfer, just on the checkout page, contact our support, either live chat or email. We'll get you taken care of. Don't worry, we're here to help you out. So all that is available just in case you need to know if you're from another country and that sort of thing. That's really it for me.
Okay, fantastic. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to get on this webinar for starters and go through your whole training course, ASM. It's just awesome. I love it. And, I'm one of your students, and I really appreciate everything that you guys do. It's created a new business for me, and I'm really looking forward to helping other people. So again, come and join me. I want to help you guys do this. I'm already doing it. I know how to do it. I'm going to be putting more products into Amazon. I was actually flicking through while on the webinar looking for new products. I couldn't help myself. But I want to show you guys how to do it and fast track it. So come and join me in the ASM Accelerated group. Again, just to remind you, it's a small group that I'm sort of taking aside, a little tight-knit group that I can network with. And I guess you just get more hand-holding, and I know what to do in this ASM stuff. So I want to help accelerate that for you. So you got all those bonuses that I'm offering. They're yours completely free. They don't come at any extra charge. They're completely free. All you got to do is go to mattasm, mattasm.com. That's my affiliate link. Go via that and then go to the checkout page, sign up, and then send us a copy of your receipt. Please don't forget to do that, because we won't be emailing you. You need to email us at support@afilorama.com. So support@afilorama.com, AFFILORAMA.com. You might want to write that email address down right now so that you know where to email your receipt to. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you all in the members area and in the exclusive bonus group, and helping you and getting on these live events and giving you some more advice. So it's really exciting. Thanks again, Matt and Jason.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you all inside of the membership and the video comments on the live weekly coaching calls at the live event in the community. I'll see you all on the inside.
It was great to meet all of you. Take care.
Okay, bye for now.